Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to your another reading. This is going to be a pick a pile of why can't you move on from this person. Now this can be romantic, this can be platonic, situationship, your ex, your this, your that. This can be legit anybody that you're asking about and is on your mind. I will try my best to keep it platonic as much as I can, but if not, then take it how that resonates. So without wasting any time, let's just get right into the pile selection, guys. These are the piles that you guys are going to choose from. This is one, this is pile number two. You can pause the video if you need more time because we get right into the readings, guys. Alright, so if you chose pile number one, then this is your reading. And let's see why can't you move on from this person. First of all, the card that you chose, and let me just fix this one, is I can't take it anymore. So I feel like there was a lot of lessons, a lot of karma in this relationship, in this connection, in this situation, whatever it is, take it how that resonates on your situation. There are a lot of karmic ties that you have with this person, and that's why it won't be easy for you to move on from them, because gives me a karmic relationship. Even if not an entirely karmic relationship, there was a karmic cycle between the two of you that you need to break. This person has hurt you a lot. This person has hurt you a lot. Maybe this is an on and off situation. Maybe this person came into your life, love bombed you, and then ghosted you again, and you were in a circle or a loop. There must be a third person involved between the two of you as well. Or some of you, and this is for a very specific group of people, you could be the third person. So this person was already in a relationship, but then they still entertained you and you did not know about this. So I feel like definitely a third person involvement there. Definitely a love triangle is what I see between the two of you. And I think very hurtful conversations, very hurtful situations has happened between the two of you. See the justice in reverse. A lot of things has hurt you about this connection with this person in this connection, and it wasn't an easy journey. But why can't you move on? Let's just dive deeper into it. Why can't this person move on? And we'll also see what are they thinking about you. Definitely you got obsessed with this person because of the instability. I'll tell you something, why we get obsessed with people is because we don't get the necessary attention that we should be, like the necessary attention that we deserve in a connection. I feel like most of you, this is going to be a situationship. Even if it is not, this person always like put you in a competition for attention. They never give you the attention. They always either entertained other people even after being in a relationship with you, or like I said, you were the third person and they were already in a relationship. Or I feel like this you always had to fight for this person's attention, and what it did to you was you got obsessed with this person. And because you got obsessed with this person, now if this is not resonating, wait for a few more minutes, or you can choose pile number two. But I feel like because you needed to fight for this person's attention, now third party can also be like parents involvement. People got in between the two of you. Like people either tried to, oh my god, tried to split the two of you apart from each other, and even you did not know the reason why the two of you fought together. So I feel like third person involvement can literally mean that people did not wanted the two of you to be together. This can be parents, this can be the other person, this can be the ex, this can be the friends, this can be the outside influence. So I feel like there was definitely a third person involvement here where people did not wanted you guys to be together, or this person in themselves made you chase after them, run for their attention, fight for their attention. And yeah, that's what I feel. And I think that's why you got obsessed with this person, and now you're like, I want attention, I want this person, I want this person, I want this person, but you're not getting it. And that's why the normal attraction, the normal infatuation, liking or love got created into a chasing obsession, and you're like, I want this person's attention. And that's why you got so much hurt, you got so much you lost yourself in the process, is what I feel, right? But let's just move right into it. Very distorted energy. I don't feel like you are in your highest, like you haven't met your full potential yet. You haven't. It doesn't matter what your age is, you still haven't you don't know your full potential yet, and you will by the end of this connection till you move on from this person. Six of Cups in reverse. I saw that card when I flipped the deck as well. You have the Three of Pentacles. It's funny because this card got flipped and then it literally rotated on the table and it got upright. Three of Pentacles. Why are you not? Because I think you still somewhere feel connected to this person on a friend's level. So you feel like this person is a great friend of yours. Like both of you connect on a friendship level very well with each other. You feel like this is my best friend. You feel like this is the person, we connect a lot, we understand each other a lot. Even though I'm not getting the type of attention I want, even though we like our connection was never how it should have been, I still feel like this is a great friend. I still feel like this person is my best friend for some of you. This can literally be your best friend and then you got into a relationship. So I feel like that is somewhere the reason why you're not able to move on from this person, because you feel like I can never find a person like this. I can never find a connection like this. So I think that is also somewhere the reason why you can't move on from this person. I also feel like some of you could literally feel like this is your soulmate, which can be the case because this is a general reading. Is going to be different for everybody. Also, the outside influence. See, we have three people in this card as well. So I feel like outside influence is the thing here. Either people are telling you, yeah, like this is the person for you, or people told you in the past, like this is the worst type of person to be with, like what are you doing and all that. Or maybe you can go and pursue this person right now, but you're so much scared of what other people are going to say, what other people are going to think, and that's why you're somewhere holding yourself back and not reaching out to this person. The World in reverse, but you're not able to move on. And I think for the longest you will not be able to move on from this person. If I don't lie to you, you will not be able to move on from this person very easily. And but I think the worst is already over. I think this is the type of connection who literally went through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of trials and tribulations, but still it passed all the tests. This is exactly what I feel. No matter how many, I think very abusive could have been this relationship, a lot of tough communication, a lot of harsh communication would have been shared between the two of you. But no matter what happened between the two of you, I think this connection passed all the tests. That's the exact feeling that I get. This connection passed all the tests. The worst is already over with the Ten of Swords in reverse. And this connection came out stronger than any other connection. And for the rest of you, I think you should be moving on. This is the high time that you should be moving on, and you will know if this is for you. You will know if this person, if you don't feel that soul to soul connection with this person, if you don't feel that, soul tie with this person, if you don't operate from your heart chakra whenever you're thinking about this person, then this is the high time. For 90% of you, you don't even know what it feels to operate from your heart chakra. But what I mean from that is that if you don't feel like, but doesn't matter, but regardless, that is my person. But doesn't matter what happened between the two of us, doesn't matter what has happened between the two of us in the past, that is my person. That is my person. I don't know why I'm just not able to hate that person. I don't know why I'm just not able to hate her or him. Then you know that you're not going to move on from this person. But if you hate this person, you hate that you're not able to move on, you hate the fact that this person hurt you and did you so much dirty in the past, if you feel like, but I deserve so much better than this, I deserve so much more than this, and if there is not this acceptance for whatever this person did to you, I think this is high time when you move on. Because even if you have hopes for this person to change, it is not going to happen, because your intuition knows. Your intuition is trying to tell you that no, this is not the person. Because even though we have karmic cycles with our soulmate, even though we have karmic cycles with our divine counterpart, somewhere we will have that acceptance, we will have those forgiveness for the other person, because we know somewhere, our soul knows, our intuition knows somewhere that the lessons that this person taught me was necessary for my growth and all that. And that's why somewhere we are very forgiving and accepting of the other person's mistake. But if you don't feel like that, I think it's high time when you move on and cut off this person, right? And for the rest of you, I feel like you will never be able to move on from this person, because you have a great friendship with this person. Great friendship with this person. I'm not trying to normalize toxicity. I'm not trying to normalize abusive relationships, definitely not. But you will know deep down, because this is a general reading, so I cannot be specific, but you will know deep down. You will know. Our heart always knows. Our heart always knows. And you know, yeah, you know if this is not the person for you, and you know even if this is the person for you. But if external circumstances are not letting you go and rekindle things with this person, I think it's high time then you let go of the external stuff. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse and the World in reverse. For some of you, you are stuck in a cycle with this person where you feel like, I hate this person. Why can't they ever change? Like, why can't they ever do what I want from them? This is not even the type of person that I want to spend my life with. This is not even the person that I love. This is not even the person that I want to be with. This person is this. They don't do this right. I want this. But you're still stuck. But you're still not able to move on from this person. And this is high time. If you feel like this is you, if you feel like whatever I just said, this is you and this is how you feel for this person, it is high time when you move on from this person, because this is a karmic and you're just stuck into a loop that you need to break in order to move forward in life, right? Because once you do, you will be finding and meeting your person, but first you'll have to let go of this person's energy. You'll have to let go of this person's loop and cycle that you're stuck into, right? And for the rest of you, if you feel, and for the rest of you, I feel like, what's it? No, I don't get any, no, I don't have any messages for the rest of you. Okay, let's see why. There are a lot of hidden aspects to this connection as well. Even though I try to give you the clarity, I feel like there are some things, few things that you will never get clarity on. 11/11, as I said that. Yeah, so I needed to wear my glasses. So yeah, I think let's just get more into this reading and let's see why are you not able to move on from this person. For 50% percent of you, I feel like you're meant to be with this person for a longer period of time in your life. 2 of Cups, as I said that. Oh my God. Some of you, this is literally your divine counterpart. That's exactly what I feel like, a twin flame soulmate connection. You need to let go of your illusions and move forward when it comes to, but there is a divine intervention. So no matter how much you try, for the people who are meant to be with this person, and if this is your divine counterpart, what I feel is that there is a divine intervention between the two of you, and things are happening exactly how they should. And you shouldn't be worried about it, because even if you guys are meant to be with this person, the universe is going to eventually push the two of you together back into each other's life. But at the same time, if you feel an urge to go and connect with this person, whenever you get the intuition to connect with this person, do it, because you never know how your one word can affect somebody so deeply. 1 2 3 4, as I said that. Your one word can affect, or a conversation can affect somebody so deeply that it can change their whole existence, literally. And 1 2 3 4 signifies, going one step ahead in life, progress, growth. So I think whenever you get the urge to go and connect with this person and communicate with this person, go and do it, because it is going to help this person move, like, look one step forward in life, grow this connection, and basically growth, right? So yeah, that's what I see for you guys. Let's pull out some more cards, because I'm feeling called to do it. So we do it. If we want to do it, we do it. We have values. I think both of you are very different from each other. That is something also creating a lot of, yeah, because both of you were very different. Somewhere this person was not able to understand you. You were not able to understand this person. I think opposite attracts. But I think that is the reason. I think it was both the plus point, at the same time the worst point of your relationship. Hope is the reason why you're not able to move on from this person, because you still have a lot of hopes. I haven't given up hopes on us. Missed opportunity in reverse. You never feel like this is enough. You never feel like this is the end. You never feel like this is the end and I have to move on. The reason why you're not able to move on from this person is that, like I said, even though literally the two cards are just these two cards, the World and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Values and hope. The World is hope and the Nine of Cups is values. Like, even though this person is not what I want, but I'm still not going to move on. I'm still going to have the hopes. I'm still sorry. I'm still not going to give up on this connection. That's exactly what is clarifying these two cards as well. Even though this is not the person for me, even though I know this person is never going to change, I still want to be with this person. Because I have the hopes that one day maybe I can change him. One day I can change her. One day she is going to change. One day he is going to change. You guys never feel like this is the end. That's the problem. That's the problem. I feel like pulling out some more cards from this one as well. Let's do it. Why are they not able to move on? And I'll tell you, the hopes are coming from literally nothing. There is no base, there is no ground. There is nothing in this connection, I'll tell you. This is just obsession and baseless hopes that you guys have. Sorry for the language, but yeah, that's what I see. And memories, flashbacks. This is what is keeping you guys together, even if... I'll tell you something, listen to me. If... Pause, study, and fix minds. If you feel like this is... mind games, you guys play a lot of mind games with each other. Okay, so if you guys just know that this is not your person, if you don't know like this is my person, then this is not your person. And for you guys, if you really want to move on from this person, the only last option that you have is that if you have their pictures, delete them. If you stalk them, buy your fake IDs or whatever you have created, 1616, as I said that, do not do that. Do not linger in this person's energy. That's how you move on from this person. Do not think about this person. That's how you move on from this person. Do not stalk this person. Do not give a damn about what is happening in their life, what is happening in their surrounding, what is happening, what are they doing, who are they hanging out with, who are they following, who are they stalking, who are they, just stop. Let go of the obsession over wanting to know every single thing about this person, and that's exactly how you move on from them, right? Because if you know this is not the person, you should be like, it's high time you should be moving on from this person. And if you feel confused while watching this video, this is definitely not your person. You should be moving on from this person, because if you know this is your person, you will know in your gut that this is, oh my god, windy, lot of wind here. You will know this person is for you. You will know in your gut like this is my person. You won't have a doubt. If it's, you know, I follow this one trick or tip or whatever you want to call it in my life. If it's not a full yes, it's definitely a no. Definitely a no. If I know deep down like maybe this person is for me, maybe this person is not for me, we'll see in the future, that person is 100% not for me. And if I'm like, this is the person for me, no matter what happens, this is my person, then this is your person, because you're never going to give up. You're never going to lose hope. You're never going to try to change that person in some type of a way. So you will know. If it's a maybe, then it's a no. If it's a maybe in even a slightest of percent, it's a no. Right? I think that's all that I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this helps. For personal readings, you can DM me on Instagram. The link for that is in the description box below. Go follow me on Instagram. Go subscribe to my other channels. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Take care. Welcome back to your reading, pile number 2. So if you chose the card number 2, then this is your reading. First of all, the card that you chose is why is that you love me. So I think this can be a pretty new connection. Even if this is not a new connection, I feel like the love is still young, the connection is still young, the chemistry is still young, and this is giving me a healthy kind of relationship. Even if you went through karmic cycles with this person, even if you went through ups and downs with this person, I think this doesn't give me a really bad vibe, you know, this give me a really good vibe. I think this was a very healthy relationship. even if there were your sets of ups and downs and shortcomings and, you know, a little bit of fights and this and that, you always had good intentions for each other. This person had good intentions for you, and you had good intentions to be with this person. Doesn't matter, even if this is a situationship. I think the intentions were pure, and you never wanted to hurt this person. This person never wanted to hurt you, and I think that is this gives me a very pure energy. The card that you chose, I mean, we'll get into the whole reading, but I feel like very pure energy from this card, very pure energy from this person, from this connection. And why is that you're not able to move on from this person is because you have a soul tie with this person. You do have a soul tie, you do have a lot of unfinished business. There is a lot of unfinished business. If you have broken up with this person, if there is a break between the two of you, 99.99% of the time the two of you are going to reunite, and that's a promise. That's a promise, literally. And yeah, that's what I feel. If you're watching videos for fun, and if you don't have anybody on your mind, and if you're not serious about these videos, please do not watch my videos, right? Because this is not for fun. This is not for fun. You can watch anything else for the entertainment. But yeah, I mean, this is somebody that you have a lot of unfinished business with. But let's just get into the tarot and let's see why are you not able to move on from this person, guys. File number 2. Page of Cups. Literally, oh my god, there is a lot of fun energy, fun element in this connection. Gives me a soul tribe, a soulmate kind of energy. You guys are able to be kids in front of each other. You guys are connected from your inner child with this person. Like, you connect on a very soul level, from a very innocent level. Like, I like maybe playing a certain game, the other person does the same, and that's how we connected. So I think your inner childs somewhere feel very safe around each other. You guys feel like home to each other, and that's why you're not able to move on from this person. Like I said, I'm getting a very innocent energy. This is not giving me toxic at all. Even if you had your own set of ups and downs, I feel like it was always pure. It was always pure. 4 of Wands in reverse. You guys are healing each other's generational wounds together. You guys are working. You are going to help this person. This person is going to help you to heal your generational trauma, to heal your generational cycles. You guys are generational curse breakers for sure. Both of you together. And I think you've met this person to actually, this can be literally a soul tribe. Even if this is a family person, a friend, or a teacher for some of you, this is very specific that I got. This can be a teacher. No matter who this is, can be a mentor or somebody elder than you. Even if this is romantic, even if this is friendship, platonic, this person is from your soul tribe. This person is from your soul family, and that's why you will never be able to move on from them. Like, definitely they will leave your life one day if that is something meant to happen. But if not, then how can you move on from your own soul family? So I think it's very specific and very clear by now why you're not able to move on from this person. Even though the two of you had a lot of issues, I think they came from your family's bloodline, and somewhere your inner childs are very different. For example, I'll tell you. In my family growing up, if I learned a specific thing, 444, as I said that, this connection is very much protected and divinely guided by your angels and spirit team, by the way. If I learned my upbringing was in a certain way, and this person's upbringing was in a certain way, we are going to react in the way that our parents taught us, our upbringing taught us. But maybe somewhere deep down we are very different. So this person and you connect on that deeper personality that the two of you have. My family taught me that maybe, I don't know, I'm not able to get any example. But maybe my parents taught me that dancing is not a good thing, which I'm just giving you an example. And maybe this person's family taught them that dancing is very good. So when the two of us meet, it's coming from a place of, but I love dancing. Both of you are like, but I love dancing. So I think both of you are connecting from a place of, I love doing this. Doesn't matter what my parents taught me, doesn't matter what my upbringing was. I love doing certain things and I hate doing certain things. And both of you are just the same. So I think both of you understand each other on a very cellular level, on a very soul level. And that's why you are also moving forward and looking at the world from a very new perspective, looking at the world from a entirely different perspective than what your parents taught you, than what your upbringing taught you, than what your friends are telling you, than what the society is trying to tell you. So I think you are an escape from the world for each other. You are a very, very good vibe. That's what I said from the first card as well. You guys are an escape from the whole world for each other. You're like home. You're like an escape for each other. Like, I am very irritated by the world, so I want to go and meet my person because he or she is my escape. She or he makes me feel alive. He or she makes me feel like I am heard. I mean something to somebody. I matter to somebody. So I think this is, oh my god, Ace of Cups has a split the deck and the Wheel of Fortune. This is pure love. The Devil in reverse. You gotta be kidding me for this one now. This is purity. This is pure love. I think both of you come from a place of I love myself, I accept myself, and the other person is the same. I love myself, I accept myself, but even though somewhere I'm not able to accept and love myself, the other person is coming in and they are like, but I love you. But it's completely fine. You don't have to do or be in a certain way just to be accepted by the society, because I accept you. Very pure, very pure. And if not already, this is the future of this connection. Very pure. The Wheel of Fortune. I just want to get into the past of this connection, being very honest. Let's see what was the past of this connection. Maybe then you'll be able to connect with this energy very well. What was the past of this connection? Lot of foggy energy, lot of miscommunication, lot of misunderstandings, lot of sadness, lot of grudges around the family. Maybe you had an habit of holding a lot of grudges, and somewhere maybe grudges around the family, and the two of you really healed that inside of each other. Ace of Swords in reverse, lot of miscommunication. The past of this connection, a lot of miscommunication. Your guys' throat chakra must have been blocked whenever the two of you met. Intuition must have been blocked. You met each other in a very wounded energy, and then you healed each other. Very lovely energy, honestly. You met this person when you were not able to express yourself fully, when you were wounded, when you felt like nobody understood you, when you felt like nobody got me, when you felt like I don't know what's gonna happen in my future. I wanna live a great life, but I don't know how to do it. That's the past of this connection. You met this person and you were like, but I cannot trust you because I never met people that I can trust, so I cannot trust you as well. And that's why I don't like you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna express myself fully because I don't trust you. Because my past experiences taught me how to not trust people. So I don't trust you as well. But eventually, the more you got to know each other, the more you started trusting each other. And now it's like you are each other's heaven. Oh my god. Very, very lovey-dovey energy is what I feel from this connection. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You can rely on this person, or in the past you were like very codependent. Whenever you met this person, or the past of this connection is very codependent. Very codependent. Like, validate me, love me, take care of me. Let me know when are you going, wherever you are going. Let me know. Insecurities, basically. Possessiveness, overly possessive. This was the past of this connection. Overly possessive, overly possessive. Where are you going? Why are you going? Who are you with? Love me, take care of me, validate me, this, that. Very insecure and clingy and possessive energy. Overly possessive, overly insecure, overly controlling. That was the past of this connection. And had a lot of grudges. Oh my god, Five of Cups coming out again and again. You had a lot of grudges with this person. You did not forgive this person. Also, you had a lot of grudges with your family as well. You did not forgive your family till you met this person. You had a lot of fights with this person. I think both of you don't have a very great relationship with your parents and with your family. And when you met this person somewhere, you connected on that, and then you were like, eventually, maybe even if my family doesn't understand me, this person does, and this person became your entire family. Oh my god, very filmy. What was the past? Ace of Cups, but you still had a lot of love for each other. This is, oh my god, this is definitely a soulmate. I am not even kidding. The Chariot, your love is what kept this connection moving forward. Like I said, you had your own sorts of ups and downs. It's not like this connection was good all along. It was not like you never fought. It was not like you never, you see how I'm feeling really very like uncomfortable while sitting. My energy is all over the place. I'm feeling a little itchy. So I feel like this energy did make you uncomfortable. This person made you very uncomfortable in the beginning of the connection because you never knew what real love means. And from coming from a very distorted and a very toxic environment, once a person is in a very lovely environment, they are not able to accept it. They will feel really uncomfortable. They'll feel really triggered because I never saw this kind of love. So I don't trust this love, even though I wanted this type of love all my life. But when I do get this kind of love, I feel really insecure. I doubt you now. I doubt if you really love me, or are you expecting something from me and that's why you're trying to love bomb me. So a lot of triggering, like you're triggering me, your love is triggering me. But this person, this energy, this connection made you really uncomfortable in the beginning. But your love is what kept you going because you loved this person. A person coming from a very narcissistic background, a person coming from a really toxic environment. Yeah, so a person coming from a really toxic environment, they will always have an habit of over giving, overly loving. That's your energy. And I feel like this person, they did not give up on you. You did not give up on this person. Even though if you guys are separated, everything that I said in the beginning of this video is your future. Is your future. And that's why you're not able to move on. Like, why can you move on? And why should you actually move on from a connection like this? Let's pull out some more cards. I feel drawn to tarot. This is your person, by the way. Even if they will leave your life eventually, this is your person. 10 of Cups, literally. The Emperor in reverse. I think there is something about, even though you love this person so much, even though there is a lot of good understanding and everything, you guys, like both of you, lack ownership. Like you would never go and like directly go and connect with this person and be like, you're mine. So there is lack of ownership between the two of you. You're like, even though I feel this much for you, I'm just gonna speak this much because I'm scared, because I don't want to own you. So you guys are never going to go and say like, this is my person, that is my person. There is lack of ownership, which is something that you should be working on. Like, go and be more like, yeah, you're like my person, because that's gonna help this connection. Yeah, it is. Because even though you're like each other's world, you somewhere shy away and are scared to say it out loud. You're scared to say it out loud because you're scared, what if the other person leaves me? What if the other person doesn't want to be with me? And what if we have no future together? But I think your relationship and this connection has reached a point and a level where you guys can actually say this. And if you don't, at least a little bit, go and show this person that you're mine, they might leave you or feel insecure in the sense that, not like, does this person love me, not like that sense, but this one statement that you're mine is going to make this connection even stronger, make this connection even go like secure, stable. So yeah, I think that's what something you should be doing. But yeah, let's just get into some more details. soul contract. What did I say in the beginning? You guys have a soul tie. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Definitely, you've taught each other a lot of lessons about the family and all that. I said that. I love my accuracy. Give us some more confirmations about, okay, this connection. You have the gossips in reverse. People might talk about you a lot or gossip about you. Irreplaceable. This is your person. The way you love can never be matched. This is your person. This is the love of your life. I'm afraid of what other people will think. If you're afraid of what other people are going to think, that I think you are doing injustice to yourself, to this connection, and to your person as well. Because if you're thinking about what other people are going to say and think about this type of relationship, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe you feel unworthy of this connection, of this person. Let's see more. Unfinished business. What did I say in the very beginning of this connection? Video. There is a lot of unfinished business between the two of you. We still have things to resolve and discuss. I think, yeah, even though this is the connection that you can rely on, this is the connection that you can rely on for the rest of your life, there are a lot of things that you need to discuss with each other. Sabotage and conversation. Yeah, you need to dishonesty as well, and damage. I think if you soul tie literally coming out, and destiny runner is coming out twice. You know what I feel is that you guys are just so insecure to go and say that you are my person, I love you, and let's be together and let's be in a relationship. And that is actually sabotaging this connection, because you guys are so much scared of what other people are going to say. What are other people going to think? What are this? What if that? But actually you're damaging this connection. You're being dishonest with yourself. You're being dishonest with your person as well. And this is damaging this connection. And you should just go and have a heart-to-heart conversation and resolve whatever is bothering, because there is a soul tie between the two of you and you will never be able to move on from this person. Bet me. Bet me. I always feel connected to you. There is a soul tie. You will never feel like you will never be able to move on from this person's shadow side. Go and communicate. Go and communicate. I think there is something about you guys feeling so much for each other, but when you do communicate with each other, it's like we are strangers. You feel so much for each other, you love each other so much, but whenever the two of you go and talk to each other, it's like, oh, but we are just friends, or it doesn't matter, we are just very casual conversations. This party. Yeah, very casual. You're like, let's go maybe hang out, let's go maybe have a conversation. But then you stalk each other a lot because you feel like this is my jackpot. Yeah, you ignore each other literally. You literally ignore each other. Child services are the split the deck. I already mentioned it. You connect on each other's inner childs. You ignore your feelings whenever you're talking to each other. You're like, but yeah, let it be. But we are just friends. It doesn't matter. Let's go have casual conversation. Maybe let's go and just party. Let's go just hang out. Let's go for a coffee. But never going to express or own that person or show that, yeah, that's what I feel for you. I think that's something that you should be working on. My eye twitching. You know this is your person. You know this is this is the diamond that I don't want to lose. You're still not going to say it. But that's exactly what you should be doing, guys. Right? So yeah, I think that's all that I have for you, pile number 2. Let me know if this helps. And for personal readings, you can DM me on Instagram. The link for that is in the description box below. Go follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to my other channels as well. And I'm sending you so much love and light. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.